to the podcast. I'm Risa.
And I'm Ariana.
And we're the Krolmeister sisters. As a reminder, this podcast is rated T for teen for strong language and mature themes.
If you don't like that shit, well then you're in the wrong place, motherfucker. Go on over to one of those... See? Do you see what I mean? You are not going to be comfortable here. Get on out of here and find one of them family-friendly Nancy Drew podcasts that exist out there. I'm not going to tell you them.
No one's been able to give us an example.
Yeah. But I know they exist. They have to.
They have to.
There's a podcast for everything.
It's true.
There's a this one exists.
It's true. For 5 years somehow.
Yeah.
I would like to thank our newest patron, It's Tits McGee, because, you know, also for becoming a patron, we really appreciate people supporting us, but also it made me cackle when I got the email. So I just wanted to put that out there.
I do love having special, and thank you, Tits McGee. I know it's Tits McGee, but still, it feels good. It feels like I'm thanking Tits McGee herself.
A special thanks to It's Tits McGee. And but yes, so what are we talking about today, sister?
Today we're talking about those games that, you know, sometimes you just get a hankering to play. You feel that subdermal irritant and you gotta scratch it.
Yeah. So, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but we're playing all of the Nancy Drew games in order on our channel right now. For people who don't come to our Twitch streams, this is news, because apparently, according to Spotify, 40% of you guys are new listeners this year, which is very cool. But, we've been going through them, and as we've been going, I've been like, oh my god, when do I get to a game that I actually want to play? So it's coming up.
Well, I was going to say, judging by your list, soon. But going through the games like that has really made us, like, think about which ones do we actually like to just replay randomly. So we came up with a list. It was going to be 5 each, but we had a lot of overlap. Yeah. So we came up with 10 each, and a bunch of them overlap, and we'll talk about those together. A majority of them overlap.
Most of them. 7 of them.
Yeah.
So, first one we have down is that we both... I'm just going to go down my list, and as we come across ones that are overlap, we'll just talk about them. The first one, big overlap, Secret of Shadow Ranch.
Absolutely.
So, the reason I get the urge to replay it is just if I'm feeling like hot weather. You know, if it's like toasty out and I'm really wanting to get into the mood of that, bam, Shadow Ranch.
Yeah. No, that's pretty much the same for me, but like I don't know. It's all the like lovely bits that they put in where it's just like it's just so Southwest. You know what I mean? It's all the art and the turquoise ass jewelry, and it just there's something about that's just like really, because I don't know if anyone knows this, but we grew up kind of in areas similar, but
yeah, I guess that is another reason. If I'm feeling homesick, I will play that one and another one on our list.
Yeah.
But
there's actually a couple that I would do.
Yeah. I feel like just going off to Shadow Ranch. Yeah. There's also some really fun, just the puzzles that I enjoy. I will actively go play these puzzles. I really enjoy baking the cake. Like, it's my favorite part of the game almost.
I love getting to that.
If I feel like doing a baking or like a cooking mini game, that's the one that I'm going to go for.
Yeah. It's not trying to trick you. That too.
Anything where it's like you're getting docked for taking longer. Nope, not fun.
No, thank you. I don't need a timed cooking experience. I don't even time my own cooking.
speaking of timed cooking experiences,
But
my next one was Warnings at Waverly Academy, which Snack Shop, if you get a teacher order and you don't do it fast enough, you do get demerits.
That's some absolute bullshit right there. That's some classism.
Yeah,
in the
that's
class.
That's the teachers being ridiculous. But so this one, Ariana, there wasn't overlap for this one, so I'm just going to talk about why I like to play it. As I was making, hot cocoa is hitting real quick. I was recently making a video that is on our YouTube, which is a TV intro for Warnings at Waverly Academy, and that was brought up by someone in our Discord. Join our Discord because the community is amazing. But JP Jammin was like, what would you guys think if, they had TV show style intros for the games? And I was like, oh, don't get me started. So I went for whack.
She got started.
I got started. And I was like, okay, I'll just go download some of our footage and stuff from playing. And I was like, I don't know, the game's on my computer. I could just play it and record some footage from... So I played half the game.
Sure. Like you do.
It's just so fun. I just enjoy the story beats. I enjoy a lot of the things in that game.
Yeah. It is a good one. I feel like the only reason it didn't make my list is, and I joked about it, but there is this awful hierarchy that you have to fall into that it just does not work for me.
For me, it's the fall game. When it is this time of year, late November, early December, I'm like, I want to play Waverly Academy. It's the perfect game for this time of year for me. That's why I enjoy playing that. But yes. Yeah. Next one on our list, overlap, Danger on Deception Island.
You think we like Danger on Deception Island? That's crazy.
Do we like Danger on Deception Island? Do we?
That is one that we have had the hankering to play so many times since we first played it. It's one of those that you just... that's one of the ones we got Christmas Day, right?
Yes, we got that one Christmas morning, and we finished it before the corned beef and cabbage was ready at night.
Yeah. Christmas corned beef and cabbage. Continue.
Yeah. We were so enthralled in that one that we got so hyper-focused on it, finished it 6 hours straight, but it was one of my first big periods, and we got so hyper-focused that I ruined a pair of jeans.
Oh.
You forgot that?
Yeah, I forgot that, because all I could really remember was the rest of the night we walked around going, 20 plus hours of gameplay my ass. Just kept repeating that over and over and over again.
Except that we said my butt, because we were young enough that we would have been yelled at a little bit for saying ass.
Been gently scolded by parents who knew that they had no business telling us not to.
It's true. Also, Danger on Deception Island is one that I feel like playing when I'm feeling homesick.
Absolutely.
I'm like, I miss the ocean. I need to go play Danger on Deception Island.
It's that West Coast island feel,
It is.
West Coast feel. The beach, that's the word I was looking for. It's the ocean. It's the Pacific Ocean. Yeah. It's very different from the Atlantic Ocean, first of all. And it's just...
It's my ocean.
Yeah. Yeah. It feels so good. And just it's one of those where you can just feel the mist on your face. And
oh, yeah.
Oh, so good.
It's really good for vibes. And also some of the puzzles are really fun. Sometimes I just want to skip rocks.
Sometimes I just want to sit there and build castles.
It's true.
I love me a sandcastle. Yeah, that's a good one. That's definitely one of those frequent Frequent subdermal irritants. I don't know why that's my phrase of the evening, but it is.
Valid. Next overlap is Legend of the Crystal Skull. The reason I like replaying it is, again, it's such a vibes game. It's like late spring vibes. And it's like, if it's a rainy day, I'm like, maybe I just play Crystal Skull.
Oh. That nice dark, storm outside. It's just like, yeah, for sure. But I don't think we need to really explain. I feel like everyone can have that be a game that they itch for whatever reason. Because honestly, sometimes I will also play that if I'm like, you know what I miss? Old Town.
Yes.
Because I'm just like, walking through a graveyard, eating gumbo. This is my life. Yes.
Yes, definitely.
And all the plants. I do love all the plants.
Yeah.
Walking around in the rain.
Also, eyeballs. The next one, though, overlap again. Shadow at the Water's Edge.
Yes.
I have so many different reasons that I want to play that. Sometimes I just want to play Bento. Sometimes I just want to do the puzzle back portrait. Yeah. Sometimes I just want to be going through all the nonograms and stuff. Do the gigantic Sudoku.
You get drowned by a robot, you know. The things that you do. Play pachinko, my gosh. And honestly, collecting all of those little things from the pachinko parlor.
Yes.
So fun. So good.
Yeah. 100%.
It's definitely... I feel like this is probably not something that everybody has, but occasionally there's a part of me that just gets very... into the music more than anything. Yeah. I'm just like, I love the mood this puts me in.
Yeah. Definitely. I also feel like if I'm looking for a good cry.
Yeah.
That's another thing. It's one of those really good just like cathartic games that's like, it's like the same reason why I'll watch a sad movie. Right. Or, watch an episode of a show that I know is going to make me sob, but then I watch it anyway.
Yeah. Currently, for some reason, I'm looking at you, the body.
Exactly. That's the exact episode that I was thinking of when I was saying that. That and a certain PGSM episode.
I was getting ready to say.
If you really need a good cry, sometimes you just need to find that thing that is safe in experiencing.
Yes.
But don't ever give in. Don't ever give in and watch the movie My Girl again. You know that one's too much.
It's too much.
It's too much.
That's one you gotta watch if you've got, good things to cheer you up.
Yeah. And same with, Bridge to Terabithia. Too much. Don't do it.
I think I found the line.
That's our line.
Child death. Sorry. It's fine.
Yeah, though. Yeah. So, Ghost of Thornton Hall is the next one.
Another crying one.
Another overlap. Now, this one is definitely, for Shadow at Water's Edge, a lot of my replay, I like to go back and do the puzzles. Ghost of Thornton Hall is all vibes, man. Mm-hmm. It's all vibes.
Yeah. It's all about... That's one of those ones that they really got... So, first of all, just playing the game in general, it gives you this great, immersive feeling, It's this is the weirdest description of it ever, but I feel like I'm in a little shoebox diorama. Do you know what I mean?
I do know what you mean.
Thank you. I'm so glad, because I don't know how else to describe it.
It's that one that I made for the book Frosty about the raccoon?
Yes.
That.
Yes. So anyone who's not a Krolmeister sister, well, fuck you. You don't get to.
You don't get to understand that. I don't know why you guys listen to us sometimes. Oh.
But no, it's great Atmo, and it's just a really it's a compelling story. You're you know, you're wanting to like get all the truth out of people, and it's kind of like I personally I like watching for subtle like hints at what I already know, and it's like, oh, okay, no, oh, look at that, they definitely made sure, look, she chose that word specifically to say, you know.
Yeah, it's definitely one of those where the more you play it, the more you see. Same with Shadow at Water's Edge. They're both like, the more you play, the more you like notice things that you don't notice on a first playthrough. It's so good.
It is real good. And not even just the ghosties. Because some of the ghosties you can miss.
It's true. You should go back and try and 100% that game, everyone, because that is the easiest one to 100%, to be real. So that's the one I suggest if you want to go do it. The next one, also overlap, the final scene.
I don't think we need to explain, because I feel like that's pretty evident for us why we would feel that way. Guys, did you know we were in theater?
Did you guys know? Did you know? Did you know that we did theater? Is it not evident in everything about us?
It's also got that Phantom of the Megaplex vibe.
Yes.
That really just is a cozy feeling. It really does feel like stepping into a Disney Channel movie from the 90s.
It kind of does, yeah. That's the kind of game that I like to replay when I'm just looking for something comforting.
Yeah.
Something where I know everything that's going to happen, because I know that game backwards and forwards to the point where I have the key bit memorized.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just, I'm not going to say it because I don't want people to be
don't get spoiled.
But I have so much of that game memorized. Eustacia and Dropov, amazing.
All my friends are dead. Bless
She's
you.
fantastic. I love her. But that game really is just like it's like rereading a paperback. Like, it has that vibe to it. Like one of those older, thin paperbacks where you can, like, smell it. Yeah. Yes. That's the vibe of replaying Final Scene.
Exactly. Probably does not hurt that that's another one that we played many times.
Oh, yeah. No, we replayed that one almost the most amount.
Yeah.
Yes. It is almost our most played game.
It's almost there.
Next one, again, overlap, Ghost Dogs of Moon Lake. That's another, honestly, apparently I've noticed that the ones we like to replay are for vibes.
They are. Absolutely. I feel like you can have fun in most games just doing some of the puzzles or, but the vibe is nothing to scoff at. You gotta have if you're itching to play something, it's not because you want to do that one puzzle. It's because you want to get to that puzzle because you want to enjoy the ride there.
Yeah. I enjoy... It's a game where I like to play it during winter when I'm feeling like I want winter to be over.
Yeah.
So it's that I miss nature. Time to go jaunt about in the woods in a game.
I'm gonna go bird watching.
Yeah.
Which, yes, love it. So good.
I know, right? It's fun.
It is.
It can be a little frustrating, but it's usually fun.
Yeah, you can get like a little lost, I guess, but
yeah. Okay, now why don't you give us one of your non-overlaps?
okay. Secret of the Old Clock. Let me explain. No, but okay. So as much as I hate that game, in practicality, in
Concept?
well, I like the concept ish.
Okay.
But it's one of those vibes. There's something so stupid about it. Sometimes it's just what you're looking for. It's just what you needed. Yeah, just sometimes you do feel fetch questy. And that's just a fact. That's just a fact. Sometimes I do feel fetch questy, and it's like, I mean, it's entertaining. All these like little vignettes you get.
Well, of course it tastes bad, Clarence. It's a pine cone. That's the only thing that saves that game for me. That line.
Oh my god! But yeah, it is an absolutely over the top theatrical vibe, and I appreciate it. So sometimes I just am like, that pie looks lovely. I think I want to play Secret of the Old Clock. Legitimately.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Now, the one I want to talk about, Secret of the Scarlet Hand. That is the one that we played the most as kids.
Oh, absolutely.
But that's just because we had like 5 copies of it because it came in so many double dares. So when we couldncouldn't any other game, that was just the one we were like, okay, let's just pop it in. And now, for me, it's like, now that I know that Sunny June has the answers to most of the stuff that I had trouble with as a child, I'm so much happier with that game. It has the best music in the series. Like,
it does.
I know it didn't win. It didn't win in the bracket we did, but it definitely, like, it really is. That game has a killer soundtrack.
It does.
It is a banger in its own right. If you guys want to understand why I say that, it's because when we did a top 10 soundtracks years ago, and we had 3 categories. It was Haunting and Beautiful, Something Else, and then Banging in Its Own Right.
Yeah.
And it just is.
It's one of those.
But that is usually why I get the hankering to play it, honestly.
Yeah.
And just, I know it so well that I'm like, yeah, let's do it.
And honestly, museum, you know?
Yes! It's honestly amazing that we've never worked in a museum before.
It really is, isn't it?
We kind of seem like people who should have worked in museums.
At least at some point. I mean, I feel like we unofficially did that kind of work.
That's true.
Very frequently. Yeah, people just don't pay us to do the right things.
Yeah. God. Ugh. Okay, your turn.
Okay, my turn. Shattered Medallion. And I know, it's not a good game, but apparently that doesn't stop me because I said Secret of the Old Clock previously. So
it's true.
Shattered Medallion, it's just sometimes I want to be around that group. Not like actually me, you know what I mean? Like I want to have that situation. It's just so much fun to interact with. It's dumb, and the script in it is just so good. It's just for the writing alone, I love this game. It's just so nonsensical, but the dialogue is just delightful.
It is, yeah. I mean, I'm out of crackers.
Exactly. Just for Patrick, Bess, and sometimes Sunny specifically, I'm like, oh, my soft
squad.
babies. These are my soft babies.
The neurodivergent squad.
Yeah.
Patrick, Sunny, and Bess. Yeah.
It's all good.
100%.
Yeah.
So, the one that I completely forgot until Ariana reminded me, Last Train to Blue Moon Canyon. I love that game. And there's a very specific, like, sometimes I just want to go on a train, guys. So,
you know,
this is the best I can do.
And a haunted train? Forget about it.
A haunted train! I really enjoy the mystery of, like, I like a lot of the puzzles. And in the past, I did not like the doll puzzle and stuff like that, but I've gotten to a place where I'm fond of it. I'm fond of the dolls. I really enjoy the dancing puzzle. Like, it's got a lot of really good puzzles that sometimes I just want to play.
You gotta love that nice little clink when you are moving the dolls from one spot to another. So
good
delightful.
sound design. That game has such good sound design because, like, you're hearing the moving train and stuff, and it's just mwah, beautiful.
So good.
Fantastic.
Okay. Yeah. And my final one, Message in a Haunted Mansion, assuming it works correctly, is one that definitely, oh God, it's pure nostalgia, because every time I get to it, I'm like, oh yeah, this is janky as shit. But at the same time, I will still get like, oh, I want to be in the library. The library. I am sorry, I just shocked myself. Okay.
Forget about the library.
or I want to be messing around with the banister. You know, I honestly, despite how little we do with it, the banister puzzle is one of my favorites. Just for the vibe
Gotta
of
just
it
play
alone.
with the banisters. Isn't that what you guys did as children?
Yeah, I think it's because so right. Didn't the rest of you do this? I swear. Yeah, it just I think it's so much. It's similar to Secret of Shadow Ranch. Jesus Christ. Similar to that one. There's a lot of it's practical puzzles, and whether they make sense or not is an entirely different thing. But it's got practical in
It's
design,
got a good mix of
so
puzzle
that
puzzles,
it's built
like
into
slider puzzles, and problem-solving puzzles, like tying an iron to the end of a dumbwaiter to fix it.
Exactly. Honestly, that one made me feel smart for such a long time.
I know. We were just like, bam. Look at how smart we are.
Look at us. We so good. And I always know that they never come to anything real, but I love all the spooks. I love all the scares in it. They're so just like cute, and they're not as many as I always insist there are, but it's enough.
Just tell me you guys hear that phone ringing and pick it up and it doesn't kind of freak you out. I feel like a telephone ringing and then like gibberish on the other end. Oof.
Yeah, that's not fun when it happens in real life.
No. See? That's why it should be freaky to everyone. That's my favorite of the spooky bits.
Yeah. It's a really good like stomach dropper.
It is.
Yeah. That, and I think I'll always get startled at the wall sliding. In the as you're going down the stairs, the back stairs, part of the wall like slides closed like something. It never comes of anything. You don't see a goddamn there's never any indication that actually exists, but it happens. And it's like, what?
I have never experienced that one now.
You used to have.
I mean, obviously, as we played it together a lot. But yeah. So, those are the 16 games? No.
Let's see, okay.
13 games. Those are the 13 games that we get an itch to play.
Yeah.
13. What a fantastic... You know what? That numbers in titles get clicks. So, the 13 games... we get an itch to play. Honestly, we'd love to hear whichever ones you guys have the itch to play. I had to really enunciate there. So let us know on all of those things. Don't contact us on Twitter anymore, though, because honestly, I'm barely using Twitter. It doesn't work.
Kind of wanting to
Delete.
move away.
I'm gonna leave it up, but probably won't really be posting there anymore. But the best way to get to us, weird way to say it, but the best way to contact us is on our Discord.
Please don't get to us. That's like my boyfriend's worst nightmare.
Yeah. Your part.
Oh, and, oh, well, because you didn't... Oh, no. Yeah. And you can find us and leave us comments or like videos. That still exists, right?
Yes, you can like videos.
Okay, great. Awesome. And you can...
honestly, you can dislike it, too. Or
can
leave a
you?
comment.
I thought they took the dislike away.
So you can still dislike something. It just doesn't show up. But it is still engagement in the algorithm. So disliking us is just the same, really, for us.
Hey.
Just so you know.
Hate engagement.
So yeah, if you guys want to support us, you can subscribe to us on Twitch or support us over on patreon.com/KrolmeisterSisters. I'm not going to promise you anything, but, you get podcast night VODs.
You do.
And sneak peeks at the monthly sticker sheets. I've been posting those for patrons.
And I was going to say, you can also, find Reese's Etsy, which has tons of great... You should put a link to that. Great... There's a link below.
Yeah.
Or wherever the description is. We got some really cute stuff up there, and Risa has a sticker of the month. We are now in the December one, which... Yours
is on the way, sister.
Oh, yay!
Oh, I'm no longer having an Etsy sale. I didn't change that. Remind me in a minute. But, yes. So, as a reminder, I'm Risa.
I'm Ariana.
And we're the Krolmeister sisters. And we're asking you guys to stay sleuthy. Also, we are in the Shattered Medallion Defense Squad.
That too.
Unapologetically, to be honest.
Can I have you say unapologetically correctly this time?
How did I say it?
You said it's angelipolically? Which I
just
love.
Just cut that out.
Just
cut it out.
Okay.
Unapologetically.
There we go.
Yeah.